When I saw the rural countryside of Mexico, I felt the hot, humid air. As my family and I went through customs in Puerto Vallarta, I jumped into the culture and language. As we went to get our bags, I saw the bustling environment that people lived in. There was shouting and running in the airport as we were looking for our driver. He found us and my family began the journey to the grocery store since we had no food in Mexico. As we walked in, there were greeters at the door that told us we couldn't bring our backpacks inside. "Welcome to Mega. Please set your belongings in the cubbies to your right," said the greeter. Everyone in my family was shocked, but we put our belongings in the cubbies like they told us. We bought cornflakes and almond milk as well as a few other items. As we proceeded on our route to the hotel, I began to notice many street vendors and fruit stands. "Fruit for sale, get your fresh mangoes." That was unusual for me to see, but it was a usual custom in Mexico. We drove through the jungle and many small towns. Life in Mexico seemed very simple. As we rounded a corner, we saw the beautiful sights of Sayulita. The colors were bright and the streets were full of light. Many restaurants had people trying to persuade people to eat there. "Tacos, tacos, tacos, get your warm burritos here." The first night we ate at a burrito place that was overlooking the beach in town square. They served us bottled water because in Mexico the water isn't safe to drink. When we finished dinner, we walked around the street some more, but it was getting dark, so we decided to go back to our hotel where we jumped in the pool. In Mexico, the weather is really humid and hot. When we walked back up to our room, the air conditioning was cranking and we comfortably got showered and went to bed. The next morning, we woke up bright and early. My mom and I went to yoga while my brother and dad went to surf. Yoga was such a cool experience. I really enjoyed how it was outside under the palapa. The room was like the jungle, open and free. It was so relaxing and fun. We later all walked down to the beach and spent the rest of the day there. The water was so warm and clear in Mexico, just like a bathtub. It felt so smooth when you dipped under, and there were so many cool fish and sea life. The waves were also incredible for surfing. They were so easy to catch but still had some power to them. My brother and I stayed in the water for hours because it felt so nice. Later in the week, we went on a jungle hike. In order to get to our destination, we had to walk through a graveyard. Most people would think that is a tad bit scary, but families were there praising and bringing goods to their loved ones. As we proceeded past the graveyard, all we could see was what looked like to be an endless dirt road and a thick sky of trees. We walked for what seemed like a long time but quickly reached our destination. As our trip reached to an end, we visited some local vendors and got a few souvenirs. At the vendors, we had to bargain. Bargaining is where you ask people to change the price based on what you think is right. My favorite was my backpack because I could use it for going to the beach in the summer. The day we left, I was pretty sad. I had enjoyed Mexico and the sights so much. When our driver approached us, he began to load the luggage in the car. "How did you enjoy your time in Mexico?" "Our stay was wonderful," my mom and dad responded. "Good," said the driver. As we were taking off for San Diego again, I saw one last glimpse of the rural countryside. I brought back many exciting events that had happened in the past week. I learned many new things about culture and people's everyday lifestyle. I will never forget my trip to Mexico.